When we talk to AI assistants, you might wonder, how does it understand what we say? Is its way of processing language similar to the human brain? Recently, a study from Google Research provided us with some new insights. Researchers recorded human brain activity and observed an interesting phenomenon. The internal activity of AI when processing language shows a clear correspondence with the activity patterns of human brain neurons. This correspondence is not coincidental, but is reflected at the fundamental level of information processing. This research was conducted by Google Research in collaboration with Princeton University, New York University, and the Hebrew University of Jerusalem and published in the journal Nature. The research team systematically compared human brain neural activity with the internal mechanisms of AI models for the first time. To study this issue, the research team adopted a special experimental method. They collaborated with hospitals, inviting some epilepsy patients who had electrodes implanted in their brains for treatment to participate in the study. These electrodes were distributed in different regions of the brain and could record the electrical activity of neurons. The researchers collected brain activity data from volunteers during everyday conversations, while simultaneously having the AI speech recognition model, Whisper, process the same dialogue content to observe its internal processing. From a professional perspective, the Whisper model utilizes two core neural network representations. Speech embeddings convert acoustic signals into high-dimensional vectors, capturing acoustic features such as phonemes, pitch, and stress, while language embeddings transform words into semantic vectors, encoding linguistic features like word meaning and grammatical relationships. Using a more colloquial analogy, speech embeddings are like turning sound into musical notation, recording pitch, duration, and intensity. Language embeddings are like tagging each word, labeling its meaning, emotional tone, and relationships with other words. The study found that these two types of AI representations have a clear correspondence with neural activity in the human brain. When hearing someone speak, such as "the weather is nice today," the moment the sound enters, the superior temporal gyrus (STG) region of the brain becomes active. This region is responsible for analyzing sound characteristics, and its activity patterns show high correlation with AI's speech embeddings. After about 300 milliseconds, Broca's area in the inferior frontal gyrus becomes active, and this region begins processing linguistic meaning. Its activity patterns show similar patterns to AI's language embeddings. When about to respond, for example, saying yes, it's a good day to go out, 500 milliseconds before vocalization, the Broca's area activates first. While organizing the language content, the brain is already rehearsing the upcoming speech. 300 milliseconds before vocalization, the motor cortex activates, preparing to control the speech muscles, like a conductor directing different sections of an orchestra. At the moment of vocalization, the superior temporal gyrus activates again, monitoring one's own voice. This self-monitoring mechanism helps adjust speech speed and volume in real time. The study also uncovered an unexpected phenomenon called soft hierarchy processing. From a professional perspective, this means neuronal populations distribute the encoding of different levels of linguistic information, demonstrating functional flexibility. To understand it through everyday experience, it's like a person fluent in multiple languages who can perceive both the rhythm of speech and understand word meanings when hearing a foreign language. Or like how we listen to music, appreciating both the beauty of the melody and the meaning of the lyrics. This flexibility has significant practical implications. It not only helps the brain achieve functional compensation when certain language areas are damaged, but also enables us to better understand conversations in noisy environments, making the language processing system more robust. Research finds that AI and the human brain may share some fundamental characteristics. Both possess predictive capabilities and attempt to predict the next word in a conversation. When encountering unexpected words, both adjust their processing methods accordingly. In terms of information representation, there may be some similarities in how both handle word meaning relationships. However, there are also some fundamental differences between AI and the human brain. AI can process multiple words simultaneously, while the human brain tends to process them one by one. The network structure of AI is fundamentally different from the neural circuits of the brain. The human brain learns language through social interaction, while AI is trained on textual data. Understanding these similarities and differences not only helps us improve AI technology, but also aids us in better comprehending the mysteries of human intelligence. After all, it is through observing and mimicking natural intelligence that we can create better artificial intelligence.